Friends of New Jersey. And I state from this platform to my nationwide audience that the election of the Democratic ticket is the best way to solve these problems, the best way to bring back prosperity. The election of Roosevelt, of Kennedy.
Off again to New England this time to wage the hardest fight of the whole campaign. And in Boston, devoted to Alfred E. Smith, the governor gets an unexpectedly enthusiastic reception. And in the great convention hall, many thousands gather to hear the words that fall from the lips of the man upon whose shoulders the mantle of the presidency is already visible. It is the climax of his campaign. Election day is at hand. In New York City, Mr. and Mrs. Alfred E. Smith make their way through crowds to their election district polling place. And if you observe closely, you will notice that Al is wearing his campaign war bonnet, the hat he made famous, none other than the Brown Derby. And we catch a glimpse, too, of Governor Roosevelt waiting for the returns. And then election night in New York City. Surging crowds everywhere. Uproarious cheering as the news comes in early that Roosevelt has swept the nation, leaving little but the crumbs for the routed GOP. The smile of victory. But he was a pretty tired man, little as he showed it, and a dip in the pool proved invigorating. And the hour came on the historic 4th of March to tell the people frankly and courageously that there had to be a new deal. From the inaugural platform erected upon the east front of the majestic Capitol, the president made his speech of acceptance as 150,000 looked on and as 50 million listened in by radio.
This is a day of national consecration. And I am certain that on this day my fellow Americans expect that on my induction into the presidency, I will address them with a candor and a decision which the present situation of our people impels. This is preeminently the time to speak the truth and boldly, nor need we shrink from honestly facing conditions in our country today. This great nation will endure as it has endured, will revive and will prosper. Under my constitutional duty to recommend the measures that a stricken nation in the midst of a stricken world may require. These measures, or such other measures as the Congress may build out of its experience and wisdom, I shall seek within my constitutional authority to bring to speedy adoption. But in the event that the Congress shall fail to take one of these two courses, in the event that the national emergency is still critical, I shall not evade the clear course of duty that will then confront me. I shall ask the Congress for the one remaining instrument to meet the crisis: broad executive power to wage a war against the emergency as great as the power that would be given to me if we were in fact invaded by a foreign foe. This nation is asking for action, and action now. In this dedication of a nation, we humbly ask the blessing of God. May He protect each and every one of us. May He guide me in the days to come.